What's going on, guys? Shane here. Today we're talking about the traditional Muay Thai stance. I want to cover the how and the why. Drills on how to master it and also strategies to make sure that you're winning fights. Okay, so you may recognize it even if you've only played the video game Street Fighter, right? The character Sagat has that high guard and the tall stance. I want to break down why it works and how to do it correctly. All right, so let's start from the top. We're going to start with our hands. And now a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be teaching is stuff that I learned from the wooden man, Jang Sanan, when I was up at CSA Gym. He did a clinic and it was incredible. I learned a lot, and we're going to break down some of his styles and a lot of the things that he taught. Okay, so the first one was holding a focus mitt in your hand to understand what your arms are doing in the guard. Okay, so you're going to hold the mitt like this. So I'm going to break down why exactly we do it, but that's going to be later on in the video. First, I just want you to understand where your hands are at. So you have your hands right in front of your face, so you shouldn't be able to see my head right now because of the focus mitt. If I turn to the side, it's like this. All right, I'm going to break down this marching rhythm that I'm doing here too, but just to understand where the hands are, the elbows are a little bit flared out, right? In amateur boxing, they'll teach you right here. Elbows underneath of the fist because you got to protect the ribs. We're going to talk about that. But it's right here, all right? This is where the elbows are and the hand position is. So it's a great way to understand knees too. So imagine you're holding onto someone's head here, so when you throw a knee strike, pull the head in, control the head to knee the body, right? So I'm here, boom, and then for a shuffle, here. Another thing that you can do here too for beginners, or if you have a bad habit of dropping your hand when throwing a kick, right, you're supposed to comb your hair back. So if I throw a left kick, I'm here just in case my opponent throws a left kick too. I'm blocking that kick with my hand. Hold the mitt right here. So when you throw the kick, boom, make sure that this hand is up. If the pad falls, then you're dropping your hand. All right, so there's a couple drills that you can do with the focus mitt. Another thing that you can do using a chair is really understanding the stance. So we talked about the upper body. Let's talk about the feet now, okay? So the way that he described it is your eyes should be facing your opponent and your balls should be facing your opponent, all right? So hips are squared. In boxing, yeah, it should be bladed. You should be turned so that you're giving less surface area, less target for them to hit. But then our knee is on the inside angle, our foot is on the inside. So it's harder to check kicks now. So what we need to do instead, hips forward, squared, guard high, like we're holding the focus mitt, so that we can check kicks and throw kicks, okay? An easy way to understand that is legs of a chair, all right? Now you're gonna have to adjust. If you're a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, try to line your feet up with the legs of a chair, like you're on railroad tracks, okay? Left one is right here in front, right is here. My hips are squared with the chair, my hands are high, okay? Perfect. So when I start throwing kicks now, you have to step off of the train track. Okay, so if I'm throwing a right knee, then I'm not just going to throw it here because I'm going to hit the chair. I need to create some sort of angle. So I'm going to step off of the left railroad here, and then I'll throw the knee. Okay, same thing if I'm throwing the left knee, I step off with the right during my shuffle, and then I'm not going to clip the chair. Okay, same thing with kicks too. If I just throw it here, I might come up on an upper trajectory and kick the chair, but if I step off to the left, boom. So now I'm teaching myself to also kick high enough, bring my knee high enough, okay, so that I'm kicking horizontally to the ribs, not kicking my opponent's elbow, and it's teaching me to step off of the railroad track, create that angle here. Okay, so you can practice that with knees, you can practice that with kicks, teeps as well. You can put this in front of a heavy bag to make sure that you're doing it correctly, okay, so you actually are making contact, but you're keeping good form when doing this. Okay, so now let's break down strategies and how this works. So what I was doing here is that march rhythm, that march stance, shifting my weight from my left foot to my right. And what I'm doing here is I can time it for when a kick comes, I can easily lift my leg up. I use that force, so I'm pushing into the ground, equal and opposite force of the earth is pushing back into me, and I use that to transfer it to the other leg. So if I push down on my right, I can lift my left. If I stomp with my left, I can knee with my right, okay? And it could be a kick, it could be a check, it could be a knee. Knee is out, so I can easily check kicks, I can turn it in easily. But let's talk about the ribs, right? We talked about how our hips are squared and our elbows are high. Well, isn't this a target? Jang Sanan explained that, yes, it is, but we want them to throw it there. We're baiting them, right? Similar to how Floyd sticks his chin out for the pull counter, he leans back and throws the cross. We're doing that with our ribs, with our torso. So let's discuss some attacks to the body that people will throw. So the teep, lead teep, rear teep, go into the body. From here, I can parry and redirect either side. I can catch with both hands. And another one that Jang Sanan explained that I never even considered is check it. The same way you check round kicks, turn your knee inward, right? On their toes, on their shin as it comes in, redirect, and you can do some damage to them as well, okay? Another one is round kicks to the body, roundhouse kicks, right? So we can check, of course, here, bringing the knee up to the elbow, boom, easy one. And we can walk forward as we do that too. So if they throw a kick, I can go here, step, and then counter with my knee, step in with an elbow, punches, what have you. So checking is great. Another one that I can do is catch. They see this wide opening, they throw a round kick, I step out to the side, catch that kick, cross, sweep, whatever it may be, okay? Moving up even higher, when your opponent starts attacking to the face, jabs and crosses, I can easily parry because I have this high guard. Let's say they throw a left jab, parry, step, knee, they throw a cross, parry, knee, okay? I can work my way into the clinch, which is a staple of Muay Thai, okay? So we're discussing outside fighting range. Talking about the clinch is a whole nother video in itself, but the traditional Muay Thai stance is something definitely worth practicing. Use the chair, the focus mitt, and give it a try and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to get the fight tips before your opponent does. Until then, I'm Shane with Fight Tips. Self-defense for the underdogs.